W's and L's, the weekly recap show where we give a dub to the things that we like and an L to the things that we don't. I guess it's on me. Is it on me? Yeah. Okay. All right, I'm giving my one and only dub to a person who does not get dubs from me at all. Usually gets a lot of L's from me, but I'm giving this dub to Kamala because for the life of me, I did not expect to be here. It's I guess it's mid-August. I didn't even think that she would sustain the energy from her announcement this long, but somehow she's doing it. Not only that, I also thought the whole Trump, pow thing was going to become a bigger thing for him. And that also did not become a bigger thing for him.
First of all, that ain't nothing but karma because I'm still iffy on whether or not that whole thing was a thing.
Yeah,
but,
agreed.
Yeah, as far as Kamala is concerned, let me say this. The energy around the Democratic Party is moving in the right direction. The polls are moving in the right direction. The fundraising is moving in the right direction.
Yes.
She is actually pulling ahead of Trump right now for swing voters and in a lot of swing states.
Yeah.
The issue, two things. Number one, it's August.
It is August. It is not
Absolutely.
November.
Second problem I have with all this is that we did not choose Kamala.
We did not.
As much excitement that there is around her, polls, fundraising, all of that could mostly be chalked up to money. When people see that the big time donors or the super PACs or whoever it is that got the money rolling in for Kamala Harris have done that job, the popularity is almost surely to ensue. Does that translate into policy? Does that translate into effective policy abroad, foreign policy? Does it translate to, reining in some of these corporations so that inflation isn't choking the other 90% of the population that is being affected right now?
Mm-hmm.
Those are real questions that people are going to want answered in November, not girl boss moments at your rally in Detroit. It's just not.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And I get it. It's not Biden. It's not somebody who has Parkinson's or is falling asleep, or while they're running the country.
Yeah.
But again, we did not choose her.
Mm-hmm.
When we had an opportunity to choose her, she flamed out miserably.
Yeah.
Terribly. She was polling right around where Joe Biden was polling when everybody who was currently kicking Joe Biden's skull in all of a sudden decided that it was a good idea to quit and to give them their delegates.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they were thoroughly kicking his ass. And now, 2 years later, we're hearing about how people covered up how he had a Parkinson's diagnosis and how, he wasn't fit to run. He was only actually working about 6 hours a day because he needed to go to sleep early and all this other stuff. It's just like, again, she was one of the people who, after giving that speech about the girl on the bus and all that other shit, Strawn Thurman, after saying all of that shit, pitched whatever delegates she was able to scrounge up and gave them to Joe Biden.
Yep.
Same people, y'all. Pete Buttigieg, our transportation secretary, did the same shit. Was polling much better than Harris and Biden. He was up there next to Sanders. He was so close to Sanders that he was able to claim a victory that he didn't actually win in Iowa.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I obviously don't like Kamala that much. But again, like I said, the fact that the energy has kind of carried through all of these things, especially when the assassination attempt happened so close to them deciding to go with her. Her vice president choice, which went against what a lot of people was going to say. They thought it was going to be Shapiro, and it turns out she went with football coach from Minnesota, Tim Walz.
Which is a good pivot. I just don't know what it's going to net, right? Because the obvious thing is that Shapiro was a Zionist. He was very pro-Israel. He was very aggressive on the protesters against the genocide. So the move kind of tells you that maybe she's going to have a different Israel policy. that could all be signaling. You know what I mean? She may not be a progressive herself, but she knows how to appease a progressive crowd. Mm-hmm. She was kind of masquerading as a progressive early on in that race.
She was
4 years ago.
Because everybody was.
Medicare for all of that stuff. Like
Buttigieg kind of did a little bit. Biden even had a Medicare for all plan, didn't he?
Very, very much so masquerading. So again, is this another posture or is this something real? I don't know.
Yeah.
But in between now and November, you are going to have to prove it. You're going to have to show something meaningful to convince voters that that's, you know.
Well, the DNC is coming up.
We'll see what she says. She hasn't been doing interviews, though. She hasn't been doing interviews. She hasn't been talking to press. She's only been doing the rallies, which, again, makes me feel like a lot of this energy, it's not fake, but it's curated in a way that she only has to deal with the people who are going to support her. She doesn't have to deal with critics. She doesn't even have to deal with people who are going to force her towards their issues. She's been in friendly confines so far. And so it's not really hard to imagine her doing well when she hasn't faced an opposition crowd yet. Yeah,
and it'll be interesting to see what maybe Trump will have up his sleeves in the coming months. But
I mean, I don't think if he has anything. Debate her. I don't think he wanted her as the candidate.
He definitely didn't want her as a candidate.
I think for whatever reason he's you know, definitely not as comfortable with her as he was with Biden.
Yeah.
But that just doesn't mean anything, man. He's proven tried and true. He's won a presidential election. She has not. She couldn't even win a primary. Yeah. And people are just as dissonant to that as they are to the fact that Joe Biden didn't actually beat the field when he won the Democratic primary. They have been fixing primary elections so long that they're drinking their own Kool-Aid.
Oh,
they think they have actual candidates and not paper tigers that they placed into that place.
Yeah.
These candidates are not tried and true. And so conventional wisdom about polling in August may not be all that conventional in November.
Yeah, it's definitely going to change. It's definitely going to ebb and flow and change. And we'll see if she keeps this energy. We'll see if Trump comes up with some shit. I don't know.
Kamala be trapping out the bando with her friend Quavo. I'm about to put you in timeout. Mo Mala just want to say it's for what? Mo Mala is just going to say it's me or Trump. I think he meant Kamala. Yeah, I mean, Democrats really haven't had much more than that. Project 2025 this, Project 2025 that, Trump this, Trump that.
Trump's going to end democracy.
Look how easily he falls in the polls. It's like, oh, big bad boogeyman. And the minute you get a non-geriatric to run against him, it's night and day difference.
Yeah, facts. Anyway, I'm moving on to my L's. Bruh. Pitbull.
Oh, you motherfucker.
Fam, FIU, what are y'all doing?
You motherfucker. I don't know who I'm giving the L to more, FIU or Pitbull.
Yeah, I literally was like, Pitbull, like FIU.
Pitbull, smart thinking, good marketing.
But then for what?
But no, you missing it. Okay.
Okay, all right. Go ahead.
Not Florida International, South Florida.
USA?
Because what are the South Florida? What is South Florida? What's their mascot?
Is it the dogs?
No.
Is it Pit Bulls?
They're the Bulls.
Bulls, okay. All right.
So Pitbull Stadium, where the Bulls play? Come on, man. Fuck FIU. Go to South Florida.
Yeah, that's hard.
The Bulls,
The
Bulls play in Pitbull Stadium. How did you mess this up, fam?
That would be hard. But maybe USF wasn't looking to take any offers on that.
Dog, if Florida International was taking offers, then South Florida was taking offers. There's not much difference there in the program.
But maybe not the same amount, though.
Fam, make it make sense. Sure. Make it happen.
What's FIU?
Florida International Panthers or some shit like that.
The Pitbull Panthers?
The Pitbull Panthers. What in the fuck is a Pitbull Panther?
I don't know. Yeah, that story was fucking wild. I was like, I'm sorry, Pitbull?
Yeah.
bought naming rights to a stadium.
Mentirosa, mentirosa, mentirosa.
I mean, he do. I'm sure he got bread because he crossed over. He crossed the hell over.
This one is fine. But this one's a killer. This one's fine.
That was a long ass time ago. Pitbull.
That's still the Pitbull.
No,
I'm
the
Pitbull.
Pitbull.
Is there newer Pitbull that I should be listening to?
Yeah, Mr. Worldwide. The suits and that's the new Pitbull.
Mentirosa,
that's the old Pitbull. He didn't crossed over. Yeah, he crossed the hell over with Mr. Worldwide and doing songs with Neo and shit. Yeah.
I'm good.
Maybe that's why it's FIU, because he's Mr. Worldwide. Anyway, so a dub to Pitbull for that. All right, so these next two L's kind of go together.
We go together too.
Yikes! Didn't mean to say it like that. It did kind of come off like that a little bit.
We go together.
So first of all, I'm giving an L to Drake because he decided to drop 100 gigs of content.
100 gigs for your head top.
Hey, yo, aside from the 3 songs that I still have yet to listen to, I don't give a fuck. And I'm not watching 100 gigs worth of videos and alternate album covers. And sure, I know he has a dedicated fan base.
I thought was an oxymoron, but it had to have been part of the drop. It said the original second version of Certified Lover Boy, the cover art. And it was like him in a football outfit or his football pads, and he was holding a rose in his mouth. And I was like, what the fuck is a second original version? That's an oxymoron like a motherfucker. That's like jumbo shrimp. What the fuck is that?
The only alternate cover I think I saw was the one where it was like a drawing of all these women that were naked, and then he was like in the corner of it.
Yeah,
no, it was crazy. It was nuts. But yeah, if you think I'm about to go through, well, I guess I'm not the targeted audience, but still, like 100 gigs worth of shit, dog.
I think it was strategic. I think he's trying to humanize with the audience.
Sure.
I also think to a certain degree he's throwing stuff on the wall just to see what's going to catch fire. Because
I could see that, fire. But I would hope there would be more songs.
Yeah, in 100 gigs worth of content, I was thinking it was going to be like 20, 30 songs. You mean 3 songs and the rest is just you bullshitting in the fucking studio, talking and shit? I don't give a fuck.
You see what I'm saying?
I know you don't have vocal talent. I don't need to hear you singing without auto-tune.
Yeah, and then like I saw some, I don't know.
Hey, Mom, I wrote a song about Serena Williams. That's obvious, Aubrey.
And so like I saw some Complex reviewer or somebody like was like, oh, we're gonna go through every single thing of this 100 gigs, and it took them like 6 to 8 hours to go through all that.
Like
I'm like,
regular work day.
I'm like, dog, no, never, not doing it. Like even if Kendrick dropped 100 gigs,
stretch that shit out too, because once you get done with the music, it's like shit. It ain't nothing but videos to watch now. So just gotta stretch that shit out.
Like, dog, I swear to God, even if Kendrick did the same thing, I wouldn't be going through all entire 100 gigs.
I don't know.
I would wait for the news to be like, okay, what is this? What is that?
What would be the reason that I would need to do that?
Like, fuck all that shit.
And again, we want the work. Niggas want an album, which that was probably the next part of your. Is that the next part of your dub or L?
Nope.
Really?
Nope.
You're not mentioning the fact that he has a Party Next Door album that's coming?
Didn't we already talk about that last week?
No.
You sure?
I think that was this week's news. He just announced it. He just said it on stage this week.
I could have swore we talked about that last week.
No, he was talking shit about that this week.
We'll go ahead and lead into that because no, what I have is separate.
First of all, he done brought Party out of the OVO sweatshop. Is he really doing this shit on purpose? Like, is he only working with and doing the things that Kendrick said that he does? Like, just so that it's kind of like on the nose criticism, or it's like...
Yeah, all the features from the 3 songs are from Atlanta.
You got a poppy one in there with Camila Cabello. You had the Wagwan Delilah bullshit. So here you go, trying to appropriate somebody else's culture again. You was popping perks and Turks again.
Yo. Yikes.
You was at the Michael Rubin white party again.
Looking old as shit.
Like, my boy. Like, I can't... The reason why I don't feel like it's strategic is because I don't feel like anybody would have this much dedication to something that someone else said about them. and feel good about it though.
The confirmation that you would also need to look for is in the fact that the Instagram captions and all that shit still seem to focus on the beef and the things that Kendrick said. So it's like
you run to Atlanta,
him confirming.
You run to Atlanta, feature 21 feature,
Lotto feature, Young Thug feature.
Which, ooh, I just want to do a breakdown on her. I just want to do a biography. I just want to go through. I
actually thought about giving her a L, but
she's doing the Bow Wow playbook, and it's pissing me off. And in 20 years, when you do a Millennium Tour like B2K and Bow Wow, you sit over here, you trying to apologize, you trying to say shit about what you should have did and what you were supposed to do and put somebody on and put people on and blah, 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 blah. I don't want to fucking hear it. I don't want to fucking hear it. Stay your ass down in Atlanta. You from Atlanta? Stay down there.
I think Atlanta is starting to be done with her too, because it's just like too much. It's like all right, we get it. I'm
tired of people thinking that they can reaffirm their blackness by being from Atlanta.
Yeah.
And that's even some of the people that I like. 21.
Yo.
Excuse me. I sneezed.
He's from Britain.
Yeah, 2 black immigrants standing together.
Yo.
It's just like, yo, like everybody tries to validate their blackness by going to Atlanta. So it's no surprise that Drake ended up there as well.
Yep.
Oh, I'm from Atlanta. But where you go to elementary school then? Where you go to middle school? Run them off right now. I don't want to hear no fucking high school. You could have moved there at 14 fucking years old and started high school there. I don't want to hear that shit. Where you go to middle school and elementary school, huh? Where your preschool at?
To Forest Park.
Fucking playing with me. Before I pull up a Mifflin yearbook and find you. Stop playing with me.
Yikes.
I really don't know what school she went to, but I don't think they were in Zone 6.
Nah. I went to Indianola Elementary School.
Her mom looked like she from Ohio.
She does.
Looks like a white woman from Pataskala.
She really does.
She looks like a white woman from Zanesville.
She does.
These are sundown towns I'm naming, and not really.
That's crazy.
There are sundown towns in Ohio, though.
You know what? I was going to say she looks like a white woman from Linden, but then I was like, no, she doesn't.
No, she doesn't.
No,
she absolutely does not. She
does
looks like
not.
a white woman from Coshocton.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is not your typical white woman ended up with a black dude and had a biracial baby. Absolutely not.
It's not.
This woman worked for the state for 25 years before she met Lotto's daddy.
She does look like some white women from Grove City, though.
Probably, for sure.
Okay, so where I was taking that was going to be the fact that the labels seem to be like, nah, fuck that 100 gig shit, nigga.
Put that shit.
We're putting that shit on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your ass back in the sweatshop. You got 400 million.
Like, you think you got an OVO sweatshop? We got a Universal sweatshop, and you better make that shit work.
Away music.
Which led me to another L that I had to give to the label. The fact that Lucian was able to secure a job for his son as the head of Universal.
It's Atlantic now.
Is it Atlantic?
It's Atlantic, yeah.
Regardless, right?
That's disgusting.
His son had his own label. It was called like 10K Projects or some shit. They absorbed that. They bought it. And then, I'm going to just give you the job as the head.
His son, this head.
Over so many more. First of all, there's black people that could have got that job. Mike Kaiser. But then there's other label heads that could have got that job over him. But nope, I'm going to give it to my son.
On top of that, so now we have to keep going back to these conversations because it becomes more and more true every day. This is even worse. This is even worse. So again, when the Republican senator goes on Tucker Carlson and tells him that he has a what he calls a handler or an AIPAC guy who constructs his Israel policy, right? And if he doesn't stick with the script, they end up funneling tons of money into his next primary to get him out of his seat. Everybody takes it. Nobody bats an eye. They don't call him an anti-Semite. It's not even the least bit racist, right? Because we realize that people buy politicians and they are deeply rooted in our political system. Are they not deeply rooted into our entertainment sector as well? Because I just watched one Jewish billionaire in the music industry basically gift his son another music conglomerate. One of the only music conglomerates that could possibly compete with Universal.
And together they own 37.6%.
As a family.
37.6% of all music. Just them. Just them. Those two.
So now we've gone even further than just a collective interest in the state of Israel. We've gone further than a collective interest in our shared religion of Judaism. We are handing our son the competition. Imagine if McDonald's absorbed Burger King and then McDonald's CEO gave it to their son to run.
Yeah, you can do this job.
I don't want a king in America. I don't know if y'all are trying to make Lucien St. Grange the king of America or whatever. Or one of the Trumps. Or whatever else is currently resembling the royal families of old. But I thought we had a whole American Revolution to get away from that type of shit. Wasn't that the point? No? I wasn't there. I don't know. Maybe not.
Yeah, no, insane. And I'm not. I don't know if I'm necessarily fucking with it. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
All right.
Kanye was right all along. I just want y'all to know that.
Oh, clearly
Kanye was right all along. Y'all called him an anti-Semite. I called him crazy. I did. I'm admit when I was wrong. I called him crazy. But y'all called him racist and anti-Semite. I thought the idea of, organizations like AIPAC having people in the entertainment sector the same way they do over American politicians was completely feasible. Y'all treated it like racism and anti-Semitism, and now where are we? Where are we at?
Have you seen the hashtag SaveYe shit going on? Mm-mm. Apparently, he's hooked to some inhalants, nitrous, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And he's like really addicted to it, so much so that like he's basically living with some doctor
on whippets.
Apparently some doctor out there. Supposedly, and they got
Michael Jackson, y'all.
They got this picture or video going around of him hooked up to some shit that goes right into his nose, and yeah.
Oh, he got the exclusive Whippet kit. First of all, Whippets is taking over the game right now,
which is crazy.
Like
out of nowhere,
it's fucking these young niggas up. Yeah,
yeah.
We thought Za was the thing.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
They leaving that alone. Are you starting to find more people coming into going to buy CBD? Or not even CBD, like K2, synthetic weed.
I feel like I've heard that coming back around.
Yo, I feel like I heard a rapper rapping about, I don't smoke Zaza, I smoke K2.
You might have.
Like saying that out loud, like, and he was serious.
You might have.
And I just had to play it over again. I was like, well, what do we... You know where I heard it? It was on Don Toliver's album.
I didn't finish that.
Birds in the trap, I'm going stink minor Mara.
I didn't finish it.
Smoke a lot of K2. I don't want no Zaza. What? Huh? What?
Yeah.
You don't want real weed?
Yo, that's crazy.
What are we doing?
That's what he said?
Some new drug addicts. Yes. I'll send you the song later.
I don't want no Zaza. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah, hey, sure. Smoke a lot of K2. I don't want no Zaza.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy, right? It is nuts.
Sheesh. All right. Anyway. Did Kodak say that?
What?
Because I guess it's a song featuring Kodak.
I don't know if that was Kodak's verse or not, but I could see Kodak saying some shit like that though.
Me too.
Smoke a lot of K2. I believe
it was Kodak.
I believe
looking at Genius. Anyway, all right. I'm giving an L to Jordin Sparks.
An L?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Chris Brown was performing No Air at one of his concerts. She was in the seats.
Was there, yeah.
I honestly felt like
been up there on the stage.
Because she's not
to her town.
Because she's not going to do that every time.
Yeah.
But then I'm thinking,
they're
like,
not on tour together. She
bought
a ticket.
No, it makes sense. But then I'm like, she's a little far from the stage.
Wow, niggas pocket watching Jordin Sparks is nuts.
I'm just like, well, Chris Brown couldn't get her a little closer.
Jordin Sparks is insanity.
I just think.
How dare you?
I just thought it was I just thought the video was weird. Is all.
Said, hey, Jordin, you a little bit far back. You in broke nigga territory back there.
I'm not blaming her for being in the seats, but I guess I just feel like, all right, you're going to sing the song in your set.
You back there in Brokeyville.
It's more about him not putting her up somewhere closer. Like,
he didn't know she was there. She's in the crowd.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like, he's had stuff to do for hours getting ready for that show. He don't have time to go, oh, let me go see who's in the crowd. Let me go see it.
I just felt weird about that.
Motherfucker.
Oh, shit.
It's a fucking ant. Oh, it's right. Yeah.
When no ant there, you just wanted to hit me.
I swear to God. It's right there. Look.
I can't see it. Anyway.
That's why they call me Speedy Hands.
Nigga just hit me on my knee for talking bad about Jordin Sparks. That's what that was. He said, you don't talk about Jordin Sparks in this house that way. Yeah, I don't know. I felt weird about it. Not that she has to be, in a better place. I just felt weird is all. That's
Get
all.
Jordin out of the brokey seats.
That's all. That was crazy. That moment just came up.
Rod, what's going on?
All right, last L. It's going to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I didn't like the way he just kind of said "fuck Jamal Murray" on his Instagram post after Canada losing in the Olympics. I thought that was crazy
because Jamal Murray don't hoop, and yes, he playing the Lakers.
Now
I fucking hate that for my team. I hate that he is not a good player unless he's playing against the Lakers.
Yeah,
hate it. Absolutely fucking despise it because everybody else gets the absolute worst of him, and we always get the best of him.
Yep. Accurate, but yeah, no, the way he did it was I liked it.
No, that shit was crazy. That shit was nuts.
Cause I was like, he didn't really say, oh. No, that was directed at exactly who it was supposed to go at.
For sure.
He said 2, his number, left it all on the floor for Canada, and 4 was a choker. I'm like, okay. Then he said Batman without Robin because Robin only shows up with Joker.
Joker, yes. That was the one I see.
Bars.
That was the one I see.
That was crazy.
Can we get back to a time when professional athletes hate each other? Yeah. Like I was watching a Jamar Chase interview the other day, and they were talking about the top 75 players or top 100 for NFL, right? Mm-hmm. And so he asked about who are there any? What did he ask them? It was something about the quarterback position. I don't know if it was the best quarterback of all time or if there are any current, Hall of Famers playing quarterback, something like that.
Okay.
And so Jamar Chase worked his ass off not to say Patrick Mahomes. He said Joe Burrow. I think he might have mentioned Lamar. He fought as hard as he could.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not saying that nigga's name. Even though I know he's great, he's terrific, but I ain't even going to say his name on here. I ain't going to do it.
That's good, though.
That is the type of sports rivalry shit that I want back.
That's good.
Bring it back. I am so sick of the I'm not gonna put it on him, but y'all know who era of sports where everybody is friends and we fucking going on vacations and shit together. I don't get out of there. Hate somebody. Just pick one person to hate in the league. We need to find
what is the Banana Boat Crew?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you do. You do.
We need more Joakim Noahs in this world.
Yo, no, we don't.
Need more Joe Kims.
The energy is respected. How about Draymond Greens? Can we get Draymond Greens? Well, he socks his own teammates, so
and Draymond, as much as he's competed at a high level versus LeBron, boy, he's an apologist. He's an apologist.
Sure.
He is a shop regular.
Yeah.
He is a Clutch Sports affiliate. Is he not Clutch Sports? I think he is Clutch Sports. I think he signed to Clutch Sports.
Did he do it in the middle of all that? Because I remember a time where he was like, them niggas suck. Yeah. But now it's like, oh, that's my best friend.
Oh, almighty Clutch.
Yeah,
almighty Clutch.
Where's the energy? What happened?
And he was one of the ones defending the whole Bronny shit. The whole Bronny tip.
Anyway.
Ooh, I got some more dubs.
Okay. Well, that's all I got.
Is that it?
Yep.
First W I got is going out to the U.S. Olympians. And that includes Noah Lyles because he did, even if it was just by his nostril hairs, he did win the 100.
He did. And he got what, bronze or silver in the 200?
Bronze.
Okay.
Bronze. Shout out to Sha'Carri Richardson.
Yeah. doing
Even
her
though
thing.
they sabotaged her on the 100.
Yeah,
they
they straight played
sabotaged her and Shelly Ann Frazier on the 100.
Yep.
Shout out to the young lady who won from St. Lucia. But Sha'Carri Richardson had run faster than her all year. If she had been warranted the adequate time to warm up, I think she would have won. Yep. That's just my opinion, though. So, but Sha'Carri did brought home the women's 4x100 meter relay, and did it in doggish fashion. Doggish fashion. Like, y'all stole my 100 from me. I came in silver. That's cool. I'm just going to dominate this 4x1 to the point where I can actually turn and look at you. Y'all know how fast she's going? She's probably going close to 20 miles per hour. Probably over 20 miles per hour.
Oh, yeah.
You imagine going 20 miles per hour in your own body with your kneecaps, turning your head 90 degrees to look at your opponent up and down, snarl, then come back to finish for the dub.
Nope.
You know how hard that is to be running that hard and that fast in one direction and look at a motherfucker like this? And don't lose stride. Don't go off into a lane.
Insane.
Shout out to Sha'Carri. She's a beast. Also, give a shout out to Gabby Thompson. Is it Thompson? Gabby Thompson, the 200 meter.
Gabby Thomas.
Gabby Thomas ran an excellent 200 meter, doggish, and she also cleaned up in the women's 4x4. Men's basketball did their thing yesterday in the gold medal game versus France.
Steph was dogging.
Let me just say this. Pump
faking niggas out their shoes.
I think that Steph Curry played in this gold medal game to get the finals MVP that has eluded him in his career. And I thought it was one of the more embarrassing things and probably the most clutch sports, Nike, whatever, driven, to give LeBron the MVP. I think LeBron has played very well, great actually, in the Olympics. Save these last two games.
Sure. Yep.
Save these last two games. I think it is pretty accurate to say that Steph Curry won them gold. Now, was he playing like that the entire Olympics? No, he wasn't. And I think that's what left the door open for LeBron to still get the MVP. But to be on that stage in the gold medal game, to bring it home the way Steph did, in the same game where LeBron scores 2 points in the fourth quarter, 4 turnovers, and it's like 1 for 6 or 1 for 7 in the fourth quarter of the Olympics, not with Kawhi or Giannis guarding you, with Evan Fournier. You had 4 turnovers with Evan Fournier guarding you, bro. And they handed you the MVP trophy after. The optics of it just felt so wrong.
Yeah.
Steph hit 17 out of 23 threes in the last 2 games.
Insane.
And the last one he hit was the best 3-pointer I feel like I've ever seen him hit. Over 2 defenders, one of them being Nicholas Batum, a bona fide lockdown defender. Mm-hmm. And the man pitches it to the ceiling and watches it drop to the bottom for game. Good night. Give my man that MVP. Fuck you, FIBA.
FIBA.
Matter of fact, it actually took one of my L's. I guess I'll have to remember since my pen exploded just not long ago.
Shout out to women's for getting gold too.
The women's, Asia Wilson did her thing in the gold game earlier today. I believe it was. She got to stop being corny. Kiss your man Bam Adebayo like we don't know that y'all already dating. Don't get that man no handshake again. That shit pissed me off. Who else? Who am I missing? I'm missing some people because we did really good. I think the U.S. has cleared the gold medal. I think we passed China a couple days ago.
Simone Biles,
absolutely dominant.
Now you got me hitting my own leg.
Vault, her floor routine. Did she do beams?
I can't remember.
Whatever. She's fantastic. We cleaned up in swimming. I watched the women's 120 meter backstroke. There was an American who got silver in that. We've been doing pretty good in the 3-on-3 tournament, although I am officially petitioning to let NBA players play in the 3-on-3 tournament. I don't understand why we wouldn't do that.
That's crazy.
if I can't make the U.S. national team, you think I can't make a 3-on-3 team? Raise your hand if you would have liked to see Kyrie, Ja Morant,
Well, Ja got to put the gun down so he can get on the flight too.
Jaylen Brown, since he can't play on the U.S. national team.
Jason Tatum, since he can't play on the national team either.
To be honest with you, from what I seen, the competition was in the 3-on-3 tournament this year, the big three probably could have won that for us. Big three probably could have won that for us. Michael Beasley and them, motherfucking Jeff Teague.
I can see that.
Now Jeff Teague might quit in the middle of the game because he don't see no reason to compete, but he could do it.
Bro,
let's talk about breakdancing, please.
I literally looked that up because I'm like, America didn't get a gold medal in breakdancing.
We didn't. Who won? Who got the gold medal?
Canada.
It had to have been a black person from Canada though.
He's Asian.
Shut up.
Actually, that makes sense. Jabberwockies and shit.
I be like, give me dip sauce with the fried rice.
Yeah.
That is insane. He won gold. Did we at least get silver?
We got bronze.
Fucking hell.
France got silver. But the France's silver guy was black.
So the bronze guy. Okay, cool. So the bronze guy, was that the dude from Houston who actually he had sent in 2020 2019.
Bronze guy.
Holy fuck, that's not him. He had sent some letters to the Olympics to try and petition them to have breakdancing in the actual games, because in the FIBA games in 2019 they'd have breakdancing.
Not that guy.
No, not that guy at all.
It's Victor Montalvo.
Yeah, I didn't really see who the judges were.
I didn't either.
I
only saw the clips.
Feel like most of the judges are black. Listen, this is my thing. I feel like if certain competitions started in other cultures, they wouldn't have a problem acknowledging said culture in that competition, or especially in the judging of that competition. I feel like they would kind of put that to the forefront.
Yeah.
Right? If we were talking about, martial arts, I don't know for sure, but I would say that there would probably be some Asian judges there, seeing as how most of those martial arts hail from the land that they come from.
Sure.
It would stand to reason that the most adequate judges hail from the region where the practice was started.
New York.
So for me, that we don't have, hip-hop oriented people involved with judging a skill set that was born out of hip-hop, I don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, no, I agree. Japan was in 4th place, it looks like, so that actually doesn't surprise me all that much.
All right, let's move on from the Olympians. I'm giving a dub to J.J. McCarthy for his debut preseason performance there for the Vikings. Seen a lot of people trolling off of his first drive. He threw an interception. He was getting pressured right up the middle. Threw an interception. And, man, seen a whole lot of people talking shit.
I didn't see it.
Stallions made. Stick to elite handoffs.
That's funny.
Buckeye Scoops certainly had their fun.
I'm sure they did.
I didn't see them when he finished, though. Because by the time the game was over, he was 11 of 17, 118 yards, 2 touchdowns, a few spectacular throws over the middle, a couple runs, long touchdowns. I mean, he gave you a little bit of everything.
That's fair.
I continue to say, I told you this back when he got drafted to Minnesota. J.J. McCarthy has the best situation of any rookie quarterback this year.
Okay.
He has the best setup for any rookie quarterback this year, and I don't think it's going to be very hard for him. We're doing this without Justin Jefferson, mind you. So let's get a bona fide number 1 wide receiver on the outside, and let's see what he can do. Playing behind the starting offensive line the entire time, let's see what he can do.
We'll see if he becomes CJ like you said he was going to. Or CJ of this class, I guess.
I think it's pretty accurate. If I were picking playoff contenders for the NFL this year, I'd pick Minnesota.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. But long way to go.
All right. I'm giving a dub out to the James boys. Bryce and Bronny.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they get a dub.
Yeah.
Them boys was at the Olympics. with their girlfriends.
With Sally Richardson's
With their
daughter.
Very black girlfriends.
Yeah.
No white girls.
Yeah.
On an international stage.
Bronny said, you know what? I'm going to take you to France.
And then Bryce was like, oh, my big brother got black. I'm going to get black girl too. Take her to France.
I have a feeling that Bryce had the black
Already
one
had the black girl
first.
first. Yeah, no, because we've already seen Bronny's dating choices before now. But no, it was a good sight to see.
I'm going to take the white girl to prom, but I'm going to take the black girl to Paris.
Very non-stereotypical for their profession or their future profession.
Yeah.
Well, one of their profession and the other one future professions.
Sure.
Let's already gave an L out to Noah Lyles. Wayne.
Lil Wayne?
Getting it up.
Lil Wayne's getting a dub. Okay.
So, it's been a little bit of confusion on what's going on with Lil Wayne and Drake here over the past 4, 5, 6 months or so. Been very silent on him and the Kendrick beef. But I kind of let that go as, he handling his own business. I don't need to jump in unless I'm mentioned.
Yeah.
And then there was that concert a few weeks ago where he had the OVO chain on talking about they not like us.
Mm-hmm.
They not like us. And, Rolling Stone, of all publications, felt it necessarily to get in the middle of that and try to explain it away without a quote from Lil Wayne.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, that's not propaganda from studio to trade. And then, most recently now, after the announcement of Drake and Party Next Door's collab album, I guess he's going to stop stealing music from Party and just make an album with him now.
Yeah, he's still stealing it.
After that, damn, I had the motherfucking mic turned around this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Lil Wayne gets on stage at another concert with a EXO chain on. Now, if you're not keeping up, OVO EXO was always theorized and always kind of put out there collaboration between the Weeknd's label and OVO, Drake's label, that never really came into any official capacity. I don't think they ever put out any projects.
I think they did put out.
Did they put out an OVO EXO project?
Maybe the first Weeknd project?
No. The first Weeknd project got stolen.
And
it's Take Care.
Why Kissland was
it's
not
Take Care.
As good? I don't know. I can't remember.
However, we're doing this, right? Lil Wayne had on Weeknd's chain. Why is that significant? Because the only person who hates Drake more than Kendrick Lamar at this point has to be The Weeknd.
Yes.
So much so that their rivaling camps were shooting at each other. Y'all remember?
At some level, that's probably more.
Y'all remember the whole shootout where Drake's bodyguard got clipped out in front of his house, and then they investigated the security company, and they found out that it was a security company that was owned by Baca, but the only employee on there, it was owned by Drake, but the only employee was Baca. All of that shit, y'all remember all of that shit coming out? That was because your boy EXO sent somebody to go see them niggas at the embassy. And their security guard got clipped. Now, you can explain away the not like us. You can explain away not speaking up for Drake and taking up for him. What you're not going to explain away is somebody came in your house and started shooting at your folks, and I got on one of their chains.
Yeah, and
they got beef. They got beef. I don't care what none of y'all say. I don't know what it's over. It could be over the girlfriend thing. I don't think so, though.
Does Lil Wayne and The Weeknd even have a collaboration, like on a song together?
I don't think it'd be hard to find one.
I just can't think of it.
Wayne does a lot of collabs. I think you would find a Wayne probably and Weeknd collab somewhere.
But I just can't think of it.
I can't think of what it is though. So yes, it's not.
Maybe there's one on the most recent album. I don't know. I'll figure it out.
But yeah, no, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
They got beef. I want Drake to come outside and be butthurt about his mentor not bigging him up or being with his rivals and shit like that. I want him to do that.
He was on Dawn FM.
Okay. And it's always been very funny because Drake has always had this very good 48 Laws of Power thing going on with Wayne, where he's never really had to try and surpass him. Mm-hmm. People have just kind of anointed him beyond Wayne for some odd reason. But he's never had to drive that bus himself. And so I don't think he's prepared to fight his mentor. I don't think that's where we are at in Drake's maturation at all.
I agree with that.
Because he's not confident in himself. So you definitely not about to go back and fight your teacher if you're not confident in what you learned from him.
Plus, I heard Wayne rap on some new recent track.
Sounding better.
He was spitting.
It's weird how like around the time of the Carter 5, that man sounded fucking terrible.
Yeah.
And only thing he wanted to do was get Baby to release that shit. Now when I look back on it, I wonder if because of their spat that he gave him a shit album. Like he was just rapping like shit. Go ahead and put this shit out so I can get off of you and start putting money and music out under Rock Nation, and I don't have to fuck with you no more. Like in true Frank Ocean, wax on, wax off nation, or wax on, wax on nature.
He did give us that one Swiss Beats song though,
and that was the only thing on the album that was worth listening to.
Facts. That was even.
Yeah. Anyways, that's Lil Wayne and them's beef. Let's get through the L's. Already talked about Noah Lyles pretending to have COVID after fucking getting dogged, dying in the 200. We don't got to go back to that. Cardi B is getting an L for me. She was on Spaces wilding again.
Was she?
She was.
Not the Joe Budden shit?
Nope.
Okay.
Why y'all keep writing Cardi, whatever, Rob Man, whatever crap? So what? I'll do it again, bitch. I don't give a fuck. I don't feel bad. Y'all know how I don't feel bad for no niggas. I feel bad for no niggas. I'll do it the fuck again. And y'all think y'all gagging. I talk about that shit on my album too. I don't give a fuck. Do it the fuck again.
Talking about how people always talking about how she used to drug and rob men. I would do that shit again.
Okay. Yeah,
okay, so you officially a predator then. So,
yeah,
so I can't fuck with you.
Shit.
This crazy. Wasn't I was a broke girl being taken advantage by wealthy men, so I got what I needed from them. No. You a whole ass celebrity, grown ass woman with a child, right? And you still, what was her exact words? I think she said, I have no sympathy for niggas. First of all, stop using that word. Second of all, you a predator. You's a freaky ass nigga too. You think it's okay for you to drug people, have sex with them, whatever, to get them incapacitated so you can rob them. That's sexual assault. That's sexual assault.
It is.
I don't know.
Sexual assault and
regular
robbery.
Assault. I mean, you're giving.
I was gonna say robbery.
Robbery. Yeah.
Sexual assault and there's actual charges.
Giving them roofing. No, your ass need to be in somebody's prison. You a whole ass criminal.
Burglary
with the intent to offend again. Lock her ass up.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Tired of this depravity, man. These niggas think that this shit is cool or it's funny. Ain't nothing funny about that. Now, if I pop off and be like, yeah, I'm gonna start drugging you women so I can
crazy.
get what God can get what I want from you, that sounds insane.
You would sound crazy.
Somebody needs to lock me up, right? Why do you think you could walk out here and just say that?
That's insane. There's no defending that.
It was no defending it when we found out that
time.
she was doing it the first time.
Yeah.
Now you just solidified it. You don't have no remorse for it. So yeah, Can't wait to see your ass on a documentary.
That is insane.
Can't wait. Anybody who has that level of dissonance towards bad behavior like that has had more bad behavior in their past. So I can't wait to see the doc.
Hey yo, gang, get off his Spaces and make an album.
Like, buddy, you've been around for almost a decade now. We're working on a decade. One album? Talk too much. Rap. This one's close to home. It's actually a Columbus story.
Okay.
This is about a racist nurse in the Eastland Mall.
Oh my God, I forgot all about this.
Racist nurse in the Eastland Mall. Let's go to her, get her name so we can get her right. The phone's about to die, so I'm glad I'm doing this quickly. Here she goes. Yes, her name is Adama in Diallo.
Yes. Oh yeah, you are on quesos. Who knows what the heck you doing?
You right.
Quesos,
You right.
nigger.
You right.
You Negro.
You right.
You are a Negro.
You
Look
right.
at you.
You
Coming
right.
from both.
You
Both
right.
people ask
You
niggers.
right.
Look at you.
You right.
Go get your ass and get yourself a job.
You right.
Adama in Diallo, a certified nurse practitioner and sole owner of Eastland Family Practice, LLC. It's a care source provider in the Eastland Mall, right? So, abundantly black area. They're serving primarily black patients. It's a very well-known black area. The town used to be pretty happening for where the mall was at. It's pretty run down now. Not much there.
Nothing there.
Not much there. But they're still doing certain businesses out of it. This happens to be one of them. Again, they are CareSource is a Medicare provider out of here, so they're definitely serving underprivileged communities.
Mm-hmm.
And Miss Diallo had the let me channel my inner Stephen A. Gall.
The
unmitigated goal to call a sister from the city a Negro for Netflix purposes.
Yeah. Netflix?
So what happened was, obviously, people in the city got outraged. It went viral. I don't really know who this person is, so I'm not going to shout him out. But there have been many calls made to CareSource, and CareSource has officially dropped them as a provider. So what that does for a Medicaid provider is it probably shoots you right in the leg. You don't have the resources of some of these private practices. You're not really in an area where a private practice is feasible to operate out of. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I look forward to hearing about it closing so that people can go and take their children to doctors who aren't racist.
Agreed. Straight up.
But, yeah, shout out to the internet for getting her up out of there.
Yeah. Yeah, that shit went viral.
It did. Last L I got is going out to streamer Adin Ross. A little bit of a double L for licking all that Trump taint, giving him a cyber truck with a wrap of his assassination attempt.
Wait. I didn't even know about that.
Oh yeah, you ain't know he had Trump on stream?
No, I knew the stream.
Yeah, he had Trump on stream, and then he gifted him a Tesla cyber truck.
I did not know that.
With the wrap of his holding his fist up after the assassination attempt.
Sucker.
But wait, it gets even better. Because to compound all that fuck shit, you know he got the nerve to file for bankruptcy? I'm sorry. Did I not watch you on stream buy the former president a Cybertruck? To hell with your bankruptcy claim. Deny that. IRS. Out of his ass.
Immediately.
Out of his ass.
And you got took from 21 Savage and Playboy Cardi earlier this year.
I know bread. That's cap because he's too stupid to use a financial resource like that correctly. And then number two, homeboy was on chat the other night talking about how Biden got rid of abortion and how Trump really wants to bring it back. And it would have never happened if Trump was here.
What?
He's a dummy. He don't know shit.
What is this nigga talk? Okay.
No, he don't know shit. So I know he's erroneously claiming bankruptcy.
Yeah.
Trust nothing coming out of his mouth.
Has to be. That's crazy.
No,
fuck Adin Ross. You heard it here first.
Oh, that's it. That's it for the dubs and L's. 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 That's it for the dubs and L's.
I thought a verse was going to come in there at some point, but I guess not. Why do we always got to change something every 4 bars? That's just black people, I guess, huh? Because I swear I was about to do something
it's
right
time
after
for
that.
The percolator.
That's crazy.
It's time
anyway,
for the percolator.
Chat, it's been real. We will catch y'all not on the rewind, but I guess on the Wednesday and Thursday. Give Tom Cruise his dub.
Rewind.
Give Tom Cruise his dub for the Olympic stunt.
What the hell did Tom Cruise do at the Olympics?
Have you seen Mason Graham's girl, Fine Sister?
Oh, got a black girl.
No, that's insane.
I'm telling Dr. Umar.
That's fake news. I don't believe it. I'm actually looking this shit up.
Oh, I believe it. He's one of the top players at the University of Michigan, national champs.
He's spending too much time in Detroit. Something. Is that what's happening?
I think he can get a little something.
That's crazy. All right. Anyway, chat. It's been real. We out.
Give us your dubs and L's in the chat below. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Come back next week.
Absolutely. Make sure you check out the playlist of W's and L's. We recap every Wednesday at 10 o'clock, so make sure you are here to check it out. Peace.